welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. We're just enjoying the Stony Brook Seawolves pep rally band, marching band, whatever you want to call them. A bunch of young kids coming down here to support their team. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, replete with a tuba and a very fine man on trumpet. He's playing all by himself before, echoing nice in the rink. It sounded beautiful.
Awesome. Natural acoustics. Yeah, we expect them to be pretty active in the game, so if you hear them in the background, we hope you enjoy it.
Little update here. Number 3 on the Rhode Island squad, Long Islanders at home keeping score, is a local boy named Brendan Ward. So we got to root for him as much as we can without affecting the Stony Brook score.
Absolutely. Definitely keep Mr. Ward in mind.
And I really think that the Stony Brook, our good friends at Stony Brook Orthopedic, should be sponsoring the Rhode Island roster with all the scratches.
Very good point. Maybe we should make mention of that during the penalty kill or the power play for them. But probably the penalty kill. Be more supportive of that.
Mr. McCutcheon is on the ice.
The referees have hit the ice, and officials are up, and they're ready to go. And
zebra alert.
The teams will be heading on very shortly as we get ready to start this double game set for the weekend here at the Rinks in Hauppauge, New York. We hope you're tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live with us tonight.
Yeah, talking with John Jennings seriously before the game, and he mentioned, I believe his mom's down in Florida, and he has relatives out in Michigan or elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the players have got parents and grandparents all over the country, and those of you who are listening to us, the boys all look good, and hopefully they'll come out tonight with a very, very positive feel. They should be, and if they come out with that strong attitude, they could take it to this Rhode Island squad very quickly.
I concur with that, and again, we do appreciate everybody tuning in and watching the broadcast from out of state, of course. This is a great experience. I'm sure you're able to watch your kids, your relative, your nephew, your uncle, your cousin, whatever.
Oh, it's great. They show up at the rink in ties and jackets. They look sharp. They're very polite. I mean, when's the last time you met a hockey player you didn't like? Well, the last time you were on the ice with one, but I mean, off the ice, they're all gentlemen, and they're very nice. Okay.
And I totally agree. So I think this will be an interesting weekend. I think what we're going to probably see is two teams playing a little bit on the edge, maybe with some desperation, which will lend itself to be a terrific hockey game.
And here they come.
And the Seawolves have hit the ice. And the pep rally band is bringing them on. University of Rhode Island has hit the ice. Welcome, Stony Brook.
Holy mackerel.
And we'll throw it down to our PA announcer, Mr. Jim Maritano. I like the other team.
the puck.
We've got our starting lineups. And our referees at center ice, and we're going to get ready to start the game. Stony Brook is skating from left to right, and the University of Rhode Island from right to left. Stony Brook is in the white and red, and the University of Rhode Island is in the blue. Mr. McCutcheon is at center ice, and he's waiting for Mr. Dureski and Mr. Schneck to enter the circle, and we're getting ready to start the game. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Happy you could join us this evening. And the faceoff's won by URI, controlled by number 4, Classic. And puck is turned over in the URI zone. Cross ice over to Bodine, and skips past into the central zone, and icing should be called, and it is. Nichols on the touch-up for Stony Brook, and the faceoff will be back in the URI zone to the right of Sherman. So, Lear, just sensing a little jittery nerves on that first little go-round face-off there. Let's see if the team settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Rusty on the face-off for Seawolves, and puck's shot to the corner. Jennings right on it for Seawolves. Centers it out. Picked up by number 16. That's Bishop. And shot back into the zone. This is Dureski on it, and he's attacked by Bodine. This is number 11, Macalino, pumping it through center, and on it is for Stony Brook is Miano. And dumped right back into the Stony Brook zone, picked up by Nichols. Nichols controls behind the Stony Brook zone, and he's up the boards, and they're out of the zone, in the neutral zone. Good hit there by Cassiotti, turned the puck over. Now this is Wesley Hawkins coming in, shoots, and deflected by number 24, Del Padre, on defense for the URI team. At the center ice, and now this is Dietz with the puck. Meets with the puck, actually, and that's Cassano for Stony Brook, and puck deflects
right into that
off a URI player into the penalty box.
Yeah, no, it's a little touch and go still, but at least I don't see, I get the feeling that they're back on their heels, like that first couple of shifts against Delaware.
Face off at center ice, the puck had gone out on right about center ice. And this is Cassano on the draw for Stony Brook against number 21, Anguilera. And URI to the puck first, and Housel keeps it for Meets, who's trying to control it behind the Stony Brook zone. He's having a little problems. Back to Cassano. Cassano picks it up, and he starts out. Through the neutral zone, Cassano with a pass across to Meets. He shoots all the way down. Cassano went after the puck and squirts past him. Now this is URI with the puck. Unable to connect on the pass. And they'll regroup in their own zone. And past.
Whoops, that should be.
This should be another icing. URI is having a little bit of difficulty with their breakout. I'm not sure if Stony Brook's forecheck is causing that. But if it is, that's a good thing for Stony Brook.
Yeah. URI is backing out of there. When the play goes the other way, they're not pinching anybody in. It's an interesting little.
All right, face-off one back by Stony Brook. Back to Pat Foster, who shoots one right on. Oh, and it was blocked in front.
Tentative defense.
It was either Brewster blocking it or a URI player. Now shot through and into the Stony Brook zone. Foster battles it back to Collins, who carries up and loosens center ice. Picked up by number 5, Lace. And Lace unable to connect with his pass, and back to Collins in center ice. Collins dumps in and chased on that by Mr. Sam Brewster, who lays the level. And Sam never passes up a good opportunity to throw a check when he can. Good for you, Sam. Brewster with the puck now, dumping it all the way down, right on goal, and 0 for a change. Stony Brook's keeping them fresh and moving them as quickly as they can. Short line changes. And this is Mariella's line now out there. Now just Mariello out there with Foster on defense and Jason Arrow, along with Elfont and freshman Mike Amodio. And this is off the boards now and dumped back in by number 11, Macalino, for URI. And Arrow leaves it back to Foster, grounded by Macalino. And back up to Arrow, who's trying to get it through the neutral zone, unable to do so. And URI comes back in, and Stony Brook back in numbers to be able to take away that threat. This is now Mike Amodio coming in with the puck, trying to get around the D, and unable to do so. Back out to center ice, picked up by Nichols. And Nichols trying to catch URI on a change and carrying all the way in. Drop pass Shot and just wide into the corner. Zelfine putting a nice big healthy check on number 2, Bodie. Now this is a 2-on-1 opportunity for URI coming in on Stony Brook. Nice play by Nichols. There's the rebound, and the rebound is put home. Chris Housel did not see that it was lying in the crease, and it was unfortunate, but
Mike Radishevsky tapped in that little dribbler that was sitting around there.
like they say, putting the garbage away. And
Andy Bouchard was flying for URI down the wing. But Rad's got the goal.
All right, so URI Rams are up 1-0 on Stony Brook. And this is Doreski and Jennings and Ryan now on the line for Stony Brook with Nichols and Miano on D.
They keep that scoring line out there.
And the puck is battled back, and this is Lasik with the puck. Captain Senior Dan Lasik for URI. And dumping in, Miano on the puck for Stony Brook. And back to his partner, Nichols, who can't control all the way around the boards. Jennings trying to get it out, and able to do so. Shot right on, picked up by Housel, and he holds it for the faceoff.
It's very interesting defense on this URI team. There's no real set. I'll pinch one guy down. It's a cluster. They're like flying in formation. It's interesting. We'll see what
as compared to the last team we saw that played an incredible system, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, this is Doreski on the draw, and URI number 21. That was Angarello trying to put it right on net on the faceoff. Shot from the point, knocked down by number 4, Fitzpatrick, trying to get it out and able to do so. Angarello again on the puck and shoots it wide. This is Captain Chris Ryan to Jennings. Jennings dumps in and goes for a change as Ryan goes in deep on the forecheck. And this is out to Ryan, unable to control it. He's hit high, no call. This is Borner now controlling the puck with Stony Brook as he dumps in. Cassiati on the forecheck for Stony Brook. Picks the puck up, passes out in front. Nobody there. Casano came a little late, but the opportunity was there if Casano came down a little quicker. Now here's a shot right on by Fitzpatrick. Doesn't get to the net. And this is Wesley Hawkins now taking it to the front. Good move by Wes Hawkins to get the puck on goal. It was Stony Brook's first shot, the second shot.
He was the leading scorer from last year, if I remember correctly. He's got some nice moves. That's our buddy Screaming Wesley Hawkins.
Yep. All right, this is Hawkins, Cassiati, and Casano. Casano wins the faceoff back, and it's shot right on and blocked in front. Shot did not get to the net. Cassiati chasing down. And now this is Macalino dumping out to center ice. Picked up by Fitzpatrick, just dumping right back in. And they're trying to stretch pass through the neutral zone. They're sensing something that Stony Brook is leaving open for that stretch pass. So here's Casano carrying in now, getting through and dumping around to Cassiati. Cassiati trying to make a play behind the net. And this is Casano. Now Cassiati shot right through. This is Borner now. Back to the point to Borner. Down low. Controlled by Cassiati behind the net. This is Casano. Nice play, but Casano shot it wide, or I believe the goalie got a piece of it. And Borner's going to try to keep in now. Stony Brook's putting on some pressure here, offensive pressure in the URI zone. And now puck a shot out to neutral zone, where Fitzpatrick for Stony Brook will corral it. And this is Jennings now. Actually, this is Casano coming in, run on, shot, and a save by Sherman. Nice high-rising shot by Casano coming in.
Keep your eye on the URI wingers. They've been hanging up on the line. That's 2 shifts in a row. They've been keeping one guy up high.
Yeah, I'm sensing that stretch pass is going to be there all night, so they're going to be looking for it, and Stony Brook's got to be aware of it. Face-off won by URI and shot all the way around. Coming out of the zone is Radishevsky all the way down and shoots in right on goal, and puck is controlled by Housel as Radishevsky gets a welcome.
Maybe it's good that you don't sew the fellas' names on the back of these sweaters. Radishevsky would be from elbow to elbow, I think.
I'm just hoping I'm spelling and saying his name right. I apologize to his parents if I'm not. All right, this is Collins on the face-off of Stony Brook. So with 14:02 left to go in the first period, and Mr. Collins has been chased from the circle. And
just remember a player named Zatka. It was SCZZ. How do you pronounce that? He said, the way it's spelled.
And that's on the faceoff for URI. One's the faceoff. A shot right on. It's Housel with a blocker save.
A waffle.
All right. And Stony Brook's having some difficulty getting that puck out as Radishevsky's taking his time getting the puck to the Stony Brook net, but he got it there. This is Miano now controlling for Stony Brook, trying to get that puck out and looking for some help. And he's got some help now, and it's dumped right back in. The forecheck is picking up, and they're going strong side forecheck. Stony Brook needs to pick their heads up again and look to see where the opportunities are on the breakout.
Yeah, maybe they lulled them in the first couple of shifts.
That was a nice play there by Patron, anticipating that cross-ice pass and peeling away and dropping it right back in the Stony Brook zone. Now Stony Brook will carry. This is Montgomery looking for some daylight as he makes his way through the neutral zone and into the URI zone. And now this is Wes Hawkins with a quick shot, high riser over the top of the net. And a nice opportunity there for Hawkins and Cassano on the puck. And Hawkins with him in the corner. This is up to the point, but nobody there. Pat Foster was playing a little toward the middle of the ice. Now he's got it back to Nichols, who fumbles it on the forecheck. And back behind the net is Foster for Stony Brook. And Foster carries up, and the puck is deflected through the neutral zone and dumped back in. Cassano battling for it. And Hawkins and Cassiati were looking for a 2-on-1 break there. Unfortunately, he went the other way. And this is number 25. That's Bouchard with a backhander across the front of the net and battered away by Arrow. Now this is Cassiati battling deep. Cassano picks the puck up in the URI zone, battling behind the net, comes out in front, tries to stuff it in. And Sherman won't let him do it. 12:05 left to go in the first period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Wesley was in his office right up high there, and he was just waiting for something to pop out and bang it in.
That's what he does. Him and Mr. Elfont like to park themselves right in their office. All right, on the faceoff, number 21, Angelera for URI, and that puck goes right to the front of the net, gobbled up by Sherman. All right. All right, face-off, one back by Stony Brook, and kept in, Mike Amodio, and that's across the front of the net. Amodio puts the body in there and able to keep the puck in. Elfont battling and unable to keep it, so Foster's got it back for the Seawolves.
Shots on goal are even, 6-on-6.
Puck controlled by number 4, Lessig, and it's turned over in the neutral zone. And we apologize, we can't see all what's going on, so we've got a big crowd here tonight. So, all right, puck to the front of the net, not quite. This is now Elfont controlling. And the puck's in the corner, down low, now up the half boards. And controlled by Pat Foster for Stony Brook, and he's over to Arrow. Arrow controls the puck and makes a nice decision to go back to Foster. Up, but Foster made an errant pass to a player who's being forechecked. So I sense the speed is picking up for URI, and Stony Brook's going to have to use some of their speed. And this is Mike Amodio coming in, unable to get past Macalino, who made a very nice play there defensively for URI. And now number 5 carrying in Lace. And Lace is met right at the blue line there.
Stood him right up.
And this is now Jennings, unfortunately unable to carry. And back to the D and regroup. And this will be Meats over to Jennings. Cross ice off the tape to Ryan. Ryan over to Doreski, looking for an opportunity to get it to Jennings, who was clearly open. Now, this is Doreski with a shot right on.
Nice save.
And a save by Sherman.
High
riser. Off, one by Stony Brook, back to deep. He shoots line on and deflected by Jennings. Now it loose out in front. And
was that off
we've got probably a net off the moorings.
Yeah. I just received a tweet from Grandma Mites, and she wanted me to remind you that it is his last name is Mites.
I know, but somebody put Meats in my head, so Meats is in my head. So it's Mites, but I'm going to say Meats every once in a while, guys.
But
I apologize.
Anyway, thanks for tweeting me there, Oma Mites.
All right, face-off is still in the URI zone, and it pops out now to the neutral zone. And this is Mites controlling the puck with Stony Brook. Over to Ryan, to Jennings, and Jennings unable to get it to Dureski. Passing is going to have to be crisper in order to beat their forecheck. Stony Brook's going to have to realize that. And they are playing a high-ranked team, just like they are, and they're going to have to play a game of good passing. There's a shot right on there. And there's another shot, follow shot by Ryan, unable to get through. Now this is Jennings over to Collins, and Collins unable to get it out into the slot area. Carried out by URI, and this will go for icing. Good pressure.
Oh, that's, they're doing fine. Now they're out shooting URI, they being Stony Brook. Let's see how this period unfolds.
Stony Brook is in this game very much so. So they just got to get one in. Back to the point now. Miano, low shot right on, gobbled up by Sherman. Good shot by Miano, looking for a deflection, I'm sure, but unable to get somebody's stick on it. But nonetheless,
Andy Sherman, the goalie for URI, is a freshman, and he has moments of freshman unconfidence. So I think the boys should just throw it on the net.
Exactly right. You never know what happens, but you can't score if you don't put it on the net. And there's a battle in the corner for the puck. As Sean Collins picks it up, he's back to Miano with the point. He rips one right on goal. A save by Sherman with a rebound. Collins down low to Brewster. And this is Miano stepping up down to Brewster. And Collins trying to control it, unable to do so as URI breaks out. Number 25, Bouchard, shoots it all the way around. Patron back to Bouchard. And looking for Patron again, unable to connect. All the way around, this is Montgomery for the Seawolves. Takes a hit from Bouchard, who kicks it back to center ice. And dumped in, picked up by Nichols. Up to Brewster. Brewster hit pass hit the ceiling, and the faceoff will be in center ice.
Launched it. I haven't seen our Brendan Ward, our number 3 for URI, the defenseman from Long Island, yet. But he is a freshman, and he was all excited for being told by the coach he had to suit up for tonight. So keep an eye out for him.
He will. All right, that's Arrow now trying to get it past it. Now this is Ryan picking up the loose pass. He's got Dureski break it. He shoots right on, and Sherman makes the save. He had Dureski screaming in on the left-hand side, but he was very well protected and
he was
by the defenseman.
Going 5-hole, but it closed up pretty quick.
Dureski's got his wheels tonight. He's moving, so. All right, face-off now. Controlled by Stony Brook, and it's back down to Dureski down in the corner. And he's picked up by number 18, Upham. Upham tries to get it out now, and he hands it over to.
Oh, here we go.
All right, this is Jennings trying to control it, unable to do so. Pat Foster picks the puck up for the Seawolves and dumps in. Jennings was locked down at center at the blue line, and the ref did not pick it up. That was clearly an interference call. And I think the ref's going to have to keep his eye on the head on the swivel here tonight because there's a lot of hitting going on right now. All right, this is number 16, losing the puck
Justin
for
Bishop.
URI, and now this is Stony Brook coming in, unable to do so. This is Hawkins as Foster takes a big hit on the boards there by Dion. All right, this is Cassiati now back to the point, and it hit, unfortunately, hit something on the boards of the referee, and URI dumps in and they go for a change. And puck is picked up by Arrow, 71 for Seawolves, and his pass unable to connect, but this is Hawkins picking it up and dumping in for the Seawolves. Chased down by Cassiati, number 19, who drops it for Cassano. Cassano battling hard and knocked off the puck now. This is number 6 or number 5, Lace dumping it in for a URI. picked up by number 12. A nice quick pass out in front, and Fitzpatrick for the Seawolves was sharp to knock that to the corner. This is number 10 for URI coming around the boards, and Housel picks up the puck.
Right out of midair.
Tricky shot there.
That shift there, the last two shifts, URI is stepped up the banging for some reason. I don't know, it was almost like a little memo came through from the coach for the tail end of this period. I don't know.
Yeah, I sensed it too. The hitting picked up and caught Stony Brook a little flat foot, and winding for the point, the shot to the corner. That's number 5, Lace, missing the net. And this is Miano for the Seawolves controlling now. And he loses on the poke check there. Battles to get it out. It's Mariello trying to bring it through center ice with Elfon, unable to do so. Strong forecheck there in the center ice by Beggy for URI, who goes in hard to the corner with Nichols. And this is Stony Brook carrying out now and able to get through that neutral zone as they're clamping him down in the neutral zone area. So this is Nichols controlling behind the net now and breaking out. As that pass comes center to Mariello, who dumps in. And this is Amodio on the forecheck, unable to connect to it. And Lasheen picking up and dropping it into center ice for Patron, who comes in, coming wide, and that puck is picked up by Miano, makes a nice little move. And picked up by Amodio. And across to Elfon. Elfon unable to control. And Stony Brook goes for a change, and the pass goes all the way across. Forster pinching in deep. And punches it in deeper behind the net. Controlled there by Lassick. The captain, number 4, Lassick, carrying out for URI.
Captain's out there with the rookie, number 3, Brendan Ward.
All right, Brendan Ward's made a presence. All right, this is Pat Forster over to Arrow. Arrow looking for Collins through the neutral zone. Breaking in now is Collins. Nice move and a shot right on. Little zig move there by Collins, and good shot right on. A shoulder save by Sherman. They're going to have to beat him up high. He likes to go down, it looks like, so they'll have to try to get pucks up on him. And this is number 3, Ward for URI, dumping the puck into neutral zone. Picked up by Montgomery, who loses it to Arrow. And Arrow just dumps because the Seawolves are going for a change. Now this is Montgomery breaking in. He's got Collins going to the net. Shot all the way wide.
Going up for that corner.
And big hit there, just missed. And now this is a good play here, but unfortunately they were offsides. Collins is still in the zone. And Foster carrying out now. Trying a little sweet pass to Ryan, unable to get it to him. And back in the Stony Brook zone where this is URI controlling the puck behind the net, trying to get it out in front to number 15. Harrison unable to do so. And now this is Jennings for Stony Brook, dumping all the way in. Tereski on the forecheck coming in hard. And the puck comes out, and Ryan tries his best to keep it there, but that puck is just laying in limbo now and dumped in by URI as URI finishes their line change. This is number 11, Macalino, now on the puck, coming all the way around hard and bodied off the puck by corner. And this is Jennings now unable to get much on that to get it deep. They need a line change as well, so this is Macalino carrying in, and Macalino coming around, working the outside, shooting right on, a save by Housel. Up to the point, and out of the zone. This is Stony Brook now. This is Ryan coming in hard on Lace. Andreski in deep also, and the puck shot all the way around. Now this is Fitzpatrick with the point. Puts a shot, and it's blocked by Macalino. This is Cassiati going to the net.
Oh, there we go.
Great play. Cassiati going to the net, seeing he had an open winger in the slot, and Zareski parked it home. Nice shot. And again, that shot was over the left shoulder.
Yep, you called that one.
On Sherman, and that's where they're going to have to put those pucks because he does a good job down low.
A couple of great plays in the Stony Brook end by the D. Last shift, Jason Arrow, this time Fitzpatrick get down there, in there, and we had our high slot guy open, and he just banged it in right where Andy said they should go.
Absolutely. All right.
The helmet microphones must be working down there.
All right. All right, and that's Mr. Dureski on the goal there. All right, Stony Brook carries out now, and this is Hawkins dumping in, coming in. Wesley Hawkins had a 2-on-1 and unable to find a handle on that was Cassiati. But a nice play by Wes Hawkins getting that puck to Cassiati. All right, turned over in the neutral zone here. It's a good opportunity. Stony Brook seems to be stepping up now. They're moving their feet. This is Wes Hawkins on the captain, number 4, Lassick.
Beautiful play by Phil Borner just then.
And this is a pass now. Stony Brook using their own little stretch plays. This is Wes Hawkins now coming to the net. And this is Mariello. Mariello with a shot right on. A pad save by Sherman. Stony Brook coming out, coming hard. And turned over now, and this is number 28, Radziski. And they put it on, and they go for a change as Hausel with a pass out to the neutral zone there. Unfortunately, nobody was around for it, but this is a tip pass now, and this is Mites on it for Stony Brook, being harassed by Bouchard, and Mites having a little bit of difficulty controlling it behind the net. As this been hooked and no call there.
Wow.
All right, George Nichols is going to try from his angle, and he'll go back to Meats, but Meats was not back there to support that. And the shot's right on, and Hausel covers up. 1:24 left to go in the first period. Seawolves hockey live. Stony Brook Seawolves won. The University of Rhode Island Rams won. That's the Stony Brook marching band in the background. All right, face-off in the Stony Brook zone to the right of Chris Hausel. This is Alphon getting chased, and Collins on the face-off, along with Macalino for URI. And face-off is won by Stony Brook, picked up by Arrow. Arrow up the boards, unable to get up the boards there. Great forecheck by number 16. Bishop,
yeah,
who's the new addition to the lineup. But now this is Mariello trying to control, and a little dump pass out to the neutral zone. And that's dumped all the way back in. Nobody could really get to that, but they're going to wave icing off on that play. Stony Brook trying to control it and dump it out. That play this is going to go for icing.
I don't know where this Justin Bishop came from, but he is flying. He's all over the ice.
Yeah, he's got some wheels. So
I'd love, too, the way the Stony Brook band plays and plays and plays and cuts right before the face-off, just right on cue. The director snips them so they're not interfering with the play.
All right, this is Alphon on the face-off for Stony Brook against number 12, Schneck. And that face-off is won by URI. Turnaround shot is blocked and picked up by number 12, who tries that play again. He tries to get that, Schneck trying to get that puck out in front. And taken down behind the net is Alphon. Unfortunately, knocked onto the net versus being knocked to the ice. So, all right, 45 seconds left to go in the first period.
Ooh, a penalty on URI.
They actually called it, yeah, because Alphon got knocked down pretty hard. So
I didn't see the arm go up.
yeah,
I saw the player go down.
Yeah, I saw Alphon go down. It looked like he went down pretty hard too. So, all right, with 45 seconds left to go, Stony Brook will have a 2-minute power play. We'll carry over into the second period, but unless they score before that. But this is the Stony Brook power play with Cassiati, Brewster, Collins, Foster, and Hawkins. Back to the point to Collins. Collins controls at the point. He's looking for Wes Hawkins. Wes Hawkins has the puck, and he's being harassed by number 4, who picks the puck up and gives it to number 23, who's breaking in. And a good play there by Collins to defend against that shot that went wide. And Stony Brook, Pat Foster carries the puck in now. And we got a little offsides at the blue line.
That's D-Mac in the penalty box. David Macalino, one of the stars of the URI team. So it's a double whammy. You're a man down and a big man down.
Yeah. Well, with 19 left to go in the first, not much time, but enough time, if you know what I mean. All right, face-off won by Stony Brook. Back to Hawkins, and this is Cassiati breaking in. And he is totally hooked.
Manhandled.
I mean, the stick was around his neck. back to Foster at the point to Collins. Collins is going to put one on, and it's blocked. Good block there by 23, Dion. Able to get in front of that shot. And this period has come to an end.
Good period.
Very good period of hockey. Score 1-1, 14 shots for Stony Brook, 10 for Rhode Island. Rhode Island getting on the board first midway through the game, and then Stony Brook scoring late in that period. Just like we thought it was going to be. It's going to be a good game. Let's see which team plays 60 minutes.
Seawolves come out a man up for a little over a minute. Start of the second period.
All right, so we'll be back to start of the second period.
I got to catch a T-shirt here.
You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live as the crowd's starting to catch some T-shirts, and we'll see you in a little bit. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live as we get ready to start the second period. We got a score of 1-1. Very good first period. 14 shots for Stony Brook, 10 for URI Rams. And Stony Brook will have a power play when they hit the ice for another minute, 15 seconds. And Lear, what do you think about that first period?
Well, again, I know it's a feeling out process, and it looked like Stony Brook was coming on strong, and in that early goal by Radoshevsky with an assist by Bouchard put the URI boys up 1-0, and it kind of took a little wind out of the Stony Brook sails, but they came back, and our friend Nick Dureski, and with an assist from Cassiati, tied it up. But they started to, here they come back out on the ice, they started to take it a little bit to them. This is a 11th ranked school, URI, and Stony Brook is certainly holding their own.
I agree. As the Stony Brook marching band welcomes back the Seawolves. Seawolves are skating on the opposite side of the ice. As URI is doing the same as they get ready to start the second period. The interesting thing I thought about after that first goal was scored, you said it, that Stony Brook kind of almost like sat back a little bit. That's when kind of URI started hitting more.
Yeah.
And whether that's a strategy of the coaching staff, which is a very good one, by the way, because if you do catch a team down, what you do want to do is you want to get a little physical on them. But Stony Brook bounced back, and they had opportunities. There were some good saves there that were being made by Andy Sherman.
It was a little mishmash of an approach there by Coach Joe Augustine of the URI squad. Joe, of course, was a BC standout, Boston College Hall of Famer, as a matter of fact, at Boston College. Played for the Rangers.
Yeah,
the Flames.
Did a little tour with the Rangers. All right, face-off at center ice, won by the Seawolves, and that's Nichols controlling it, and then that puck jumps off the wards and just missed by Chris Ryan. This is Montgomery going back for the Seawolves, and picked up by Cassano, drops it back to Montgomery. Puck is sticking on the ice a little bit. Boys better be careful here. And that touch pass through the neutral zone is missed. Montgomery trying to push it through. Cassano picks it up now, and he'll skate in and comes in and slides it all the way around to Jennings, drops it back to the point to Nichols. Nichols back down half boards to Ryan, back to Nichols at the point as they work the power play. Shot for the point right on by Montgomery, and saved by Sherman as Jennings was parked out in front.
Yeah, again, going for that 5-hole. but it closes up pretty quick.
All right.
It looks like it's the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah. All right, this is Cassano on the face-off for Stony Brook against Schneck. No, against Radosinski. Sorry about that.
Penny tax on the face-off.
And I'll do it again. And this time Radosinski wins the face-off, but Ryan gets it back. And now Jennings battling down low along with Lassick, and it's up to the point for Montgomery. Montgomery getting a little power play action here and at the point. And he controls.
20 seconds.
Tries to put one on. It's deflected and batted out of the zone. Montgomery back to get it.
One more rush in 10 seconds.
And we've got 5 seconds left to go in the power play as Nichols fires all the way in. Controlled behind the net by Sherman. Cassano going after it, and now controlled by Lassick, who dumps the center ice is number 25, Bouchard. Tries to dump in and does so. Fitzpatrick back to get it for the Seawolves. And he's being harassed by 2 forecheckers as we see a forechecking pattern now coming around as
Wide
shot
open.
all the way across, wide open
Nice.
because of that forecheck, and a little bit undisciplined on defense there. And now another 2-on-1 down low and controlled by Fitzpatrick, who just dumps out, and this will go for icing. What I sensed there, I did not see in the first period, was a very aggressive forecheck by URI. Almost a 2-2-1.
Yeah.
So Stony Brook has to be aware that that forecheck is being stepped up this period, where the first period it wasn't as prevalent. Face off to the right of Housel. 18-10 left to go in the second period. You're watching the Seawolves Hockey Live. Sean Collins on the face-off, won by Sean Collins, back to Fitzpatrick around the boards, but not out. And this is behind the net, and a hand pass, try to make a fast attempt. Net's off the moorings. There'll be a face-off to the right of Housel.
Do they even have the old-fashioned little plugs in the nets, or is it just the net sitting on the ice?
They don't have the tubes in there, so it's just divots and rivets. And a shot, and it's deflected into the netting. So Stony Brook goes for a line change, and the face-off again will be to the right of Chris Housel. The line for the URI team is Bouchard, Patron, and looks like Lachine, with Lace on defense, along with number 27, number 5, and number 18 on defense, number Upham. All right, Stony Brook carrying in, puck deflected over the net. This is Brewster now, behind the net to Collins. Collins passes out in front and unable to do so. This is Brewster. And the net is off again, so there'll be a face-off.
Looks like it's a...
They didn't sink the pegs. There's no pegs. I have no... Well, they just seem to be just putting it right back on the ice. I don't know. Usually there are metal pegs that will hold the net in place. I don't think those pegs are in. All right, face-off is won by URI and shot all the way around. Stepping up is Fitzpatrick, but unable to keep in. This is a 3-on-2 now as URI breaks to the net. Shot is wide all the way out to Collins. He breaks Brewster out through the neutral zone, and Brewster's taken down.
Boy.
No call on that play. Clearly the stick in the midsection and back out to Mites at center ice over to Fitzpatrick. Piggy waits for Stony Brook to get it back on side. Mites
piggyback
and up to Elfont. Elfont now. Elfont loses and the puck comes out to Mites, who turns and shoots back in, and Stony Brook has to get out of the zone. And we got a deliberate offsides. And we'll go all the way down for the faceoff.
We have Andy Yancone off on the side here. He's offered to give us some insight later on. Maybe we can buy an extra set of headphones.
Maybe what we could do is in the second period break, we'll have him take these sets, and we'll have him. Oh, we have another headset for Andy? Okay, very good. All right, puck is shot in, down into the Stony Brook zone, controlled by Housel, who loses it now. And now this is Arrow trying to get it out. But he's going to be called for a 2-minute penalty, I think, because he grabbed the puck and threw it to the ice.
Really?
I think the referee's going to maybe wave it off. No, it's hand pass. So he's only calling a hand pass.
Good. Okay. I didn't.
Luckily, it looked like he was calling him for grabbing and throwing the puck. So hand pass is just a single hand movement. A grasping of the puck is a double. So back to the point. Quick shot right on. Housel with a nice save. He had to be quick on that one, Lair. Oh, boy. That was a one-timer right from the point there. No wasting that shot. All right, this is Stony Brook trying to break out now. And just unable to take advantage of that. Big hit at the boards right there by Foster on Macalino.
There's talk now of making the hand pass legal in all zones. I don't know if that's going to get past the Board of Governors or not.
Yeah, well, you know, hockey is getting to be such a fast game that it's hard to, you know, you don't want to slow it down at times. But face-off in the center ice zone. Nick Dureski on the face-off against number 28, Radzinsky, and Stony Brook trying to control in the neutral zone, unable to do so. Radzinsky skating in and skating wide and shooting it around. This is number 10, Beggy, with the puck for URI, and turns it over to Ryan. Ryan skates down, and he's trying to make a move around Vlasic, who made a nice defensive play there. And this is, again, Stony Brook now. This is Dureski with a pass to Ryan down low, unable to convert.
Redirected.
Jennings
Nice.
Down low, trying to keep that puck in deep. Moving it now, and this is back to Foster at the point. Down low, Jennings. Jennings trying to control it, but off his stick. And this is number 4, Vlasic, up to Radishinsky, who dumps into Stony Brook zone. Chased down by Foster. And back out and out of the zone. This may go for icing. And it does. 15-13 left to go in the second period. Stony Brook Seawolves won. The University of Rhode Island Rams won. This is a heck of a game going back and forth here. Face off to the left of Chris Housel.
There's one fellow in the Stony Brook band. I think he's playing either a vuvuzela or a little piece of plumbing. It looks like a plastic doohickey.
Whoa, and that shot right out in front there. Pass out in front there to Glasheen, who was unable to convert. Puck deflected on goal to Housel. Glasheen was in front by himself. All right, face off again to the left, Chris Housel. And this is Elfont going up against number 25, Andy Bouchard. And face off won by Elfont. Picked up by URI, but now it's a jailbreak to the net, and Sherman comes out, and he can't get it. And Sherman now this is Elfont.
Up by his own line.
Control.
Oh, he was too excited.
Unfortunately, Andy Sherman made a nice play there to keep it out, but Stony Brook could not do anything. It was a 3-man break for Stony Brook, heading to a loose puck, and Sherman did his best to prevent Stony Brook from getting it. Now, through the neutral zone, and here's a big hit coming from Elfont. As that puck popped up in midair. Borner trying to control it, unable to do so. He's
getting bouncing puck on Mr. Borner.
He's getting harassed there, and it's a great save by Chris Housel as Borner tried to control that play, could not do so. As we get a little bit of a scrum in front of the net there because I think Matt Miano did not like the follow-up.
Somebody's going to sit.
That was occurring in front of Mr. Housel. And I think Matt's going to take a seat.
Yeah. Ref was pointing his way.
So Matt will sit for 2, and Stony Brook will have to kill one off here. 14:20 left to go in the second, and URI will have their first power play as Miano is off for 2.
For our new fans at home, just keep an eye out on the team that's a man up. The goalie will bang his stick when there's 5 seconds left in the power play.
All right, face off back to Vlasic at the point. He crosses over to his partner, number 5, Lace. Cross pass back to Vlasic at the point. And this is controlled down low, back up to Vlasic. Vlasic is the point man, and looking to get him the puck, I'm sure, to take the shot. And Stony Brook defends down low. Vlasic puts it right on, and it's deflected up into the netting. Nice low shot by Dan Vlasic. right, face-off one back by URI. Back to the point to Lassick, who dumps back in. And this puck is down the half board, down low now. Back down low to number 23, Dion, who back up the half boards, and Stony Brook shoots it all the way down. And Collins on the forecheck. He'll go for a change as Hawkins comes on with Cassiotti. It's Arrow and Fitzpatrick on defense. And this is Cassiotti controlling it now over to Arrow, who fires all the way down. Leslie Hawkins on the forecheck.
Right. Two of the guys in there.
And through the neutral zone. Now Hawkins does a good job stopping that one and dumped all the way down by Fitzpatrick, who just got introduced to the URI front wall by number 11, Macalino. All right, this is number 23, Dion, skating out with the puck, and he's met by Borner. Oh, actually, Arrow. And Arrow's without a stick. And this puck is out of the zone. Jason Arrow gets a chance to get a stick. Puck is taken away by Cassiotti, who is hooked on the play.
There we go.
And into the penalty box will go a URI player yet to be named.
The reason I mentioned that stick banging for the new fans of the game is because my son said, "Dad, why does a goalie bang his stick like that?" I said, "I think he sees a fish under the ice." That's it.
All right, so we've got 4-on-4 hockey for another 26 seconds, and then Stony Brook will go up on a power play.
Jeff Lace is in the box, penalty box.
Good penalty kill by Mr. Cassiotti caused that penalty to happen. So kudos to him for that. And now over to Foster. Now Foster controlling the puck, going around a player who just dove out in front of him. And this is Pat Prosser controlling the puck down behind the net to Cassone. And Danny Cassone with the puck. He's looking for help. He's got Nichols. Cassone to the net. Watch, he shoots.
Presence of mind.
Save and a rebound. He got his own rebound. And another save by Sherman. This is Foster back to Nichols, over to Ryan, unable to control. And this puck is shot all the way down now, and it's being chased after by number 28, who puts it right on. That's Razitsky for URI.
Pat Foster just missed.
Yeah, right.
Giving that guy a little shave.
Danica Casson's being harassed. Forecheck by number 12. Stony Brook tries to get the puck in now, and they do. This is Chris Ryan winning that puck. Back up to the point to Montgomery. Montgomery tries to shoot, and his stick is deflected as a URI player's stick is broken. So Stony Brook has got a man advantage and a man without a stick. They've got to take advantage of this. So Nichols shoots right on, and it's a save by Sherman. He saw that all the way. There was nobody in front of him.
Yeah.
And Stony Brook controlling now. This pass across here to Nichols, who puts it right on. And that puck is looking for a deflection and unable to get to it. Now, this is Ryan trying to get to the puck, and 25 without a stick is doing a good job. Andy Bouchard freezing that puck on the boards. Won by Stony Brook. This is Montgomery down low. Montgomery controlling now. This is Cassano with the puck. And Cassano's controlling. He makes a good move. He puts one on. Fake shot. Shot right on. Rebound. Just wide. That was a good one-time shot there. Stony Brook's looking for the puck. It's right in their feet. All right, this is Chris Ryan with the puck. Now he just puts one on, and it's deflected, and it's hand-passed out by number 25, Bouchard. Good play there. The Stony Brook now does a line change, and this is Montgomery skating in. Montgomery drops past this Hawkins. And
was there a whistle, or was that the kid scream?
I'm not sure. Offsides.
4 seconds left on the power play.
Yep. 4 seconds left to go on the power play. Stony Brook putting some good pressure on there, unable to capitalize. So we'll have to see what happens. But now the faceoff is outside the zone with 4 seconds left to go. And they got to be aware of the player that's coming out of the box, too. So who's coming off the ice anyway. So that puck is shot in, and the faceoff will come outside the center ice as it's out of play.
We're even up.
Both face-off men are chased. And now we've got new face-off men. So this is Hawkins against Macalino.
Well, it's scrappy in there. It's getting a little...
It's getting testy. You got a 1-1 game here, and it's and the next goal could be the winner. So each team is stepping up their grit. And Jason Arrow with a big hit. I haven't seen Borner on the ice in a while. I wonder if he's okay. Just mentioning it as Arrow turns it over behind the net there.
Net again.
And the net slides off the moorings, and the faceoff will be to the right of Housel.
URI a little upset thinking that Jason Arrow did that on purpose. It's just that when Jason Arrow lays down, his head's on the blue line, and his feet are in the net.
All right, this is face-off to the right of Chris Housel. That's Dion on the face-off against
Coach Augustine giving
Brian Elfont
his phone number to this referee McCutcheon.
Yeah.
Send me a Christmas card, I think.
Cocktail after the game. All right, this is Pat Forster controlling for Stony Brook behind the net. And Pat trying to get it out, unable to do so. Now through the neutral zone. This is Cassiotti who just gets it back into the URI zone. And this is number 11, Macalino, carrying in that cross-ice pass. And that pass, did it go in? No goal. No goal. It was a great tip. Great backhand pass by Macalino. To number 23, I believe it was Dion, who was wide open. Not wide open, but open enough to get a stick on it.
Nice little pad save, even though it might have been.
Yeah, I think Housel caught it in the pads.
Yes.
All right. Stony Brook changes their line. This is Sean Collins now facing off against number 21, Angarella. And the faceoff goes back behind the Stony Brook zone. It's won by URI. And this is Miano chasing down. And back to the point to URI. Controlling down low. And the pass out. Shot right on. How number 21 was wide open. Nobody covering him. And it looks like there's a power play going on here. But Stony Brook's playing in a defensive mode here. And not able to take control of the puck. So his Meats battles behind the net along with Collins, Angarella, and this is Meats trying to control it. He just cannot get a handle on it. Back up to the point, and the shot is blocked by Montgomery. And you got a rookie defensive pairing out there for Stony Brook having a little bit of difficulty. Two freshman Ds. As Miano just takes somebody down in front of the net. And now we got a little bit more going on there.
Chris Housel put his glove right on it, and of course URI playing until the whistle. It was a millisecond after the fellow poked Chris's glove hand.
Good pressure there, by the URI team.
Yeah, that was their best shift the whole game.
As I can see that Mr. Brendan Ward has made his way to the ice again.
Oh, here we go.
For the URI team, a local
Long
boy.
Island homie.
And on the faceoff for Stony Brook, Dureski against number 25. That's Bouchard. And 9:07 left to go in the second period. Shots are almost even at 19-18 in favor of Stony Brook. And this is Phil Borner now controlling behind the net. And up through center ice and picked up by Ward for URI, who's unable to control it. It's dumped right back in by Jennings. And Jennings in on the forecheck on Lassick. And Lassick dumps up to Bouchard, who dumps in. And this is Chris Housel.
Taking a stroll.
Getting the puck out anywhere we can. And this is Sherman now controlling the puck. I guess the goaltenders are getting bored. Too much play in the corners, not enough in their crease. And Borner with the puck now back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick up the boards to Ryan. Not on the tape and unable to get this play moving here. Yep. Back to Fitzpatrick again, but being very patient and making sure they get the right passes going. Jennings unable to get his pass through. And this is Jennings again, who takes a hit by Bouchard. And through the neutral zone, Stony Brook's doing a little watching here. Last two shifts, more, kind of taking a look-see versus a takeover approach. Now Jennings has closest to the puck here, so he'll get it for Stony Brook. And out through the neutral zone to Ryan, unable to connect. big hit there, but Warner going down on that hit because Macalino saw it coming. Tight band. All right. On the faceoff, won by Stony Brook and through the neutral zone. Picked up by the Padre. And the Padres' pass goes through the neutral zone and picked up again. This is by Macalino. Puts one right on, and Housel had to be quick on that one.
Screenshot using.
Housel made the save, and the net goes off the moorings again. And it's very frustrating to both teams when that happens. It slows the game down, and I think right now that's actually helping Stony Brook. They seem to be trying to catch their second wind here a little there. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it's funny. The last 3 or 4 shifts have been very lackluster, and right before that, they were really hunkering down. I saw some wheels going, but I don't know what's going on now. Maybe it's a little lull. Oh, I know what they need. They need the second period trivia question. That's what they need.
That's what we all need.
Well, it's pretty simple. We're very, very proud of our veterans, of course, and so we get filled with a little bit of American pride. So the question for everybody tonight is, which state in the United States of America produces the most NHLers, or has produced the most NHLers?
Yeah, we'll have to think about that one.
And if you think you know the answer right off the bat, then why don't you try and do the top 5?
All right.
If you're well versed.
Oh, good move here. But the reach of Jason Arrow was able to save him from that play out from Dion, who made a couple of nice moves there. And this puck is now picked off by Cassano. And Cassano looking for help. He's got Cassiati. He's got Hawkins high up in the slot area. And West is unable to make a move with the puck. And this puck is now off the stick of Foster. And Arrow defending against Macalino, who seems to be skating at a completely different level now. Stony Brook just seems to be either tired or worn out. They just don't seem to have the jump that they had earlier in the game.
Yeah, and even early this period.
Yeah, so I'm sensing that the coaching staff is noticing it as well. Maybe they're going to need to change quicker. All right, Nichols shoots all the way in, and this is Mariello, who's coming in with some speed and some jump. And now this is Amadeo coming in with some speed and jump. So let's see what happens here. This is Mariello with the puck to Alphon. Alphon controlling behind the net, but he's dumped.
Yeah.
And this is Mariello in the corner digging hard with Alphon along with Schneck. And Badgie, and now picked up by Badgie as he starts to skate out through the neutral zone to Mites, who dumps in. And picked up by URI, and URI skates in. And this is all the way into the Stony Brook zone. This is going to be icing.
There we go.
And
I meant to point out that our trivia question, which state has produced the most NHLers, brought to you by Stony Brook Orthopedics. Put your thinking cap on. Those of you who are fans of the movie Miracle, just think about where a lot of those boys came from. So if you're new, finding number 1 is going to be hard. But if you're
there wouldn't be a soup named after it, would it, Ira? You pack your cat there? All right, face off. And that one by the Stony Brook patrolling it behind the net, now picked up by URI and dumped to center. This is Mites, the Stony Brook picking up the puck. And he's being harassed. I mean, major forecheck there by number 10, Badgie. And no call on that play at all. The stick was up in the midsection, the whole 9 yards. Puck is dumped all the way deep behind the net for Sherman, who controls it now. And he gives that up to number 5, Lace. He comes up, and he's met by Brewster.
Stood up.
And he was. And now Miano controlling back behind the net for Stony Brook. And you see that forecheck. That forecheck was actually a 3-1 down low. Look at that nice pass deflected down low by number 27, Glasheen.
URI has just surpassed Stony Brook in shots on goal, 21-20.
And Stony Brook had the edge for quite some time there. So this is Miano now trying to get to it and unable to get there. That speed is coming into play here for URI as Stony Brook seems to be struggling really mightily to get the pucks. And this is Miano now. He'll dump all the way behind the net to Nichols. Nichols will shoot back around, and now this is Brewster picking up and dumping it through the neutral zone. Stony Brook going for a change, trying to get off the ice. And it'll be everybody getting off, except the D. And now this is URI skating in. 3-on-2 and down low, and Dureski now chasing after it. And he's got Jennings to Ryan. Ryan skating in, and Ryan's unable to get a pass off. This is controlled again by Stony Brook in the neutral zone. Arrow over to Ryan. Ryan with a little quick pass over to Dureski, but he's unable to control it. And this is URI skating in now. This is Borner controlling for Stony Brook. Over to Miano, who needs to get off the ice. Matt's been out there for a while. He needs a line change. Matt will dump in and get off. And Arrow back on the ice for Stony Brook. And he dumps, and his pass, trying to keep it in, unable to do so. This is a 3-on-1 breaking in here. Shot right on, and a save by Chris Housel.
I'll take that, Chris says.
Yeah.
Again, look at where he was. He was out, and he was square. And
Dion coming in 3-on-1 and choosing to shoot the puck versus making a play to pass. Help Housel.
Yeah. Chris showing his goalie acumen, just playing textbook hockey. I love it.
All right, this is Cassano on the faceoff of Stony Brook against Glasheen, and it's won by Stony Brook. Back behind the net to Foster, and Foster with the puck now. And he's looking for an outlet pass. Dump right back in and not controlled by Fitzpatrick, right back out. And controlled by URI now. Good forecheck there by Cassano, putting pressure on. And turning the puck over to Danny Cassano. Good, puts it right on, and a backhander save by Sherman. Good move by Danny Cassano.
Boy, that was beautiful.
And that's Wesley Hawkins now battling in the corner. And putting a shoulder into him is number 18, Upham. As URI starts to come around the net with the puck and come out of the zone. Cross-ice pass. That's Macalino coming in on Fitzpatrick.
Right.
And Fitzpatrick with his stretching was able to get the puck off of Macalino's stick.
D-Mac just turned on the afterburners and just...
Yeah, he's got some wheels, D-Mac. He's strong on his feet. He's hard to knock him off the puck. That's probably why he scores a lot of goals. Now this is out to Wes Hawkins in a neutral zone, and he skates in and he's tripped up. No call on the play as he hopped around the defender who actually got his leg on him. Now this is Fitzpatrick defending against number 28, Radosinski, who puts one on and a blocker away by Housel. You got a play going on behind the play there. That's number 16, Bishop, and Wesley Hawkins. Wesley could probably head and shoulders tower over him, but this Bishop got underneath his chin. Shot right on and behind the net. Battling hard there is Stony Brook trying to get control of it. And out of the zone. Stony Brook's got to go for a change here. They got to remember they got a long change to go through, and they need that stretch pass to get that puck deep so they can get the guys off.
Oh, jeez. What the heck was that?
And as we notice again, the hitting is picked up considerably again by the URI. As Nichols puts one on.
Right in front.
And Collins again with a shot.
Toe save.
Saved by Sherman as we're down to the last minute to play in the period. Stony Brook's got some pressure going on here. This is Brewster controlling, using his size to control that puck. Sam's got to find. Sam's getting hooked, and no call again. I mean, his stick got totally hooked out of his hands. So, but nice effort by Sam. All right, now this is Stony Brook controlling behind their net with an opportunity here to break out as URI's going for a change. Good move by Nichols. And up the boards and tapped in by Brewster. As this is Collins breaking to the net. Pass out front to Elfon, who's unable to finish. Good play by Collins, looking for that play. Shot right on.
15 seconds.
Missed there, and Dietz unable to get it back on.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left to go in the second period. As URI carries up, they're looking for that stretch pass with 5 to go. And we'll be going into the third period. tied
Wow.
1-1. We've got 23 shots for Stony Brook through 2 and 24 for URI through 2. This game could not be any more even though I think Stony Brook was a little outplayed in that second period.
That was it was up and down. It was back. It looked like they were getting tired, and so they turned it on. We're in for a good third period here, everybody.
That's for sure. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be back for the third period. Looks like he's got Bishop for slashing.
Coach Augustine's looks like he's upset with something.
Yeah, I thought it was a good defensive play, but maybe right after the play, the slash may have occurred.
And just in case we have some URI parents watching, Rhode Island comes in number 11th in producing NHLers. But the interesting thing is, if you go by population versus number of NHLers, Rhode Island is second. So
that's pretty amazing, yeah.
Well, you think up north,
Sure.
where URI plays in Rhode Island, they play in the first rink ever in southern Rhode Island.
Yeah, I think
Brad Boss Arena.
Yeah, I think I've spent some games there.
Yeah.
Maybe even as a coach with some youngsters back in the day. Brings back some memories. Sean Collins on the faceoff here. On the power play with Stony Brook now.
Definitely have to capitalize here.
And this is Hawkins controlling the puck for Stony Brook over to Collins, who gets it over to Foster. The aggressive penalty kill of URI has been quite impressive tonight. Stony Brook needs to be aware of that. They're not going to have all day at the points with the puck. And there's Sam Brewster now carrying in and setting up. And Sam carries the puck behind the net and trying to make a play. As he does, he gets the puck to Cassiati. Sam Brewster's going to get in front of that net, put his big body there, as Hawkins is going to try to make a play. Collins puts the shot on and unable to get it through. Good defensive play there as you set the diamond up. And it's very difficult to get that puck through when you've got two players down low and you're a big stud down there. So they've got to get that puck deflected, or they've got to make a play to get that puck in the crease area. That puck is shot out now. Good defensive play. Good defensive posture on this kill by URI. No sense of urgency on their part. They're just playing it like it's another penalty kill. Here comes Jennings trying to make a play. Drop pass to Cassano. Cassano loses it and checked off the play. A potential 2-on-1 down here. This is Nichols coming after, but he's a little late getting to the game. There's a shot right on the save. Housel makes the save. This is how it ended last time. It ended this way in overtime for Stony Brook 2 weeks ago. Almost eerily familiar. You got to be aware that the best skaters are on the ice for URI on a penalty kill. You have to be aware of that.
15 seconds left.
Their best skaters are out there. You've got to be able to match what they have. All right.
Bang it right here.
There's a shot.
There you go.
Wow. Danny Cassano hawks the power play goal with 6 seconds left to go. As Stony Brook caught URI a little late on that shift. They probably should have went for a change when the puck went deep. And unfortunately they didn't. And it's fortunate for Stony Brook as Dan Cassano.
I think with a pass from Captain Ryan, I believe.
Good play, good read there, and Cassano parked it. And Stony Brook now is up 2-1. 5:03 left to go in the third. This has been a great game so far. It really has been.
Superb. There's another one tomorrow, folks. So either tune in or stop by.
Yeah. All right, now URI's got the puck, and now Elfon picks it off and going after it hard as Lace, and he's got it for URI. As URI tries to make a comeback here. Good stand up there at the blue line. As Elfon skating in now. He's got speed. He's skating in. Getting back to the net comes Mariello. Mariello shoots. Misses.
Oh.
And the net comes off the moorings.
Oh, and the goalie had a hold of Mariello's sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like you said, that puck becomes like a sewer cap. It's so big, you know. So Stony Brook now up by a goal, 2-1. 4:37 left to go. Face off to the left of Sherman. And there'll be Elfont, Mariello, and Jennings with Meats and Borner back on D. And Elfont's chased as Mariello will take the face-off. Face-off one back to Stony Brook. Meats puts it on, but it's blocked as Bouchard comes out with the puck. They shot wide. They moved the puck wide. And out of the zone. Elfont is hit with a high stick.
Yeah, that was a little corn husking there.
And then this is Borner now controlling the puck behind the net. And he drops off to Daltrey Mites.
Yep.
It's Meats. And the URI team is going to keep their changes. They're going to try to change as often as they can to stay fresh as the Stony Brook. And here comes Daltrey Mites.
No rush.
Oh, baby. We almost got one up here.
Oh, boy.
Nice a souvenir for the fans.
Chuck a puck. Duck a puck. That's what we had to just do.
And they hurt even more when you don't expect them. And I know. All right, on the faceoff, Nick Dureski against Dion. And the faceoff's won back by Dion. He's shot it on over the top of the net. And it's on the back of the net, but they've got it popped off. And Daltrey Mites picks it up, and he's on his backhand trying to get it out, and he does.
Yeah.
And the shot is controlled there. Back in comes URI. And controlling on the half boards and back behind the net is Macalino. Macalino with a pass out in front, just not able. Oh, right out front! Macalino, what a vision. He saw the first pass didn't work. He got the puck back. The second pass to Dion, who was unable to finish because Chris Housel was right there to take it away. Is that mic on? Shot right on, and a save again by Housel. This is Foster now. Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make sure, because they are loud. Because we can't hear.
The entire URI team was looking at the ceiling after that save by Chris Housel. That was a beauty.
Awesome save. All right, through the neutral zone. Here comes Cassiati, breaking in. And he's got control of the puck. Shot across the mouth of the net. Unable to. No Stony Brook player there. And dump back into the Stony Brook zone. Again, saved by Housel. Controlled by Arrow. And this is Foster. Unable to get it to Cassiati. And it's dumped all the way down. This will be an icing. As Stony Brook wanted to go for a line change, but they will not be able to do it. And find themselves in a similar situation as URI was in just a little while ago.
Hopefully URI does not figure that out, that they weren't able to get their tired players off the ice.
I'm pretty sure they know. 2 minutes and 36 to go in the game.
Let's just hope that.
It's a tough one here. All right, that puck is deflected wide into the corner by Cassiati. Stony Brook's going to just try to get the puck deep and go for a change, and that's a smart move there.
Keep those fresh legs out.
That's it. It's all about protecting the lead right now. And here comes URI through the neutral zone with speed. And that pass right out in front. And it looks like that seems to be a play that they want to pull off, is that pass right out from behind the net. Arbitrary pass. Whoever's there, just touch it and get it home. All right. This is the captain, Lassick, carrying in now. He's skating in with the puck, and he's moving. Shot right on over the top. Oh. He had the top corner of the net wide open there and sailed it across the top. As URI is throwing everything they can at the net. Anything and everything they can. Any shot they can to the net. This is Sherman controlling for URI, and there's only Stony Brook players in the net. Yep. Shot right on there, and Sherman had to be sharp, or that was going to be in the net.
That's the second time tonight that he's tried to come out to play the puck, and it's almost gone in.
Yeah.
Needless to say, Sherman is tanking it.
Yeah.
Little World War II reference on Veterans Day.
Yes.
Sherman tank.
A happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there watching tonight. Thank you for your service.
Absolutely. All All right, looks like we got a timeout.
Well, this is great having Andy up here. The other Andy Yancone. If any of his family are listening or watching before the game, unfortunately, Andy was surrounded by 4 young Stony Brook co-eds, and he was holding court. Nice of me to say that, and probably I'll find out now that you're engaged, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Coach Garofalo right now is just telling the Stony Brook players just relax and let's try to get through this minute and this last 90 seconds here in the third. Nothing stupid, nothing risky. You know, all we got to do is just trap it and just keep it in that URI end. He's definitely got the signal. I just saw the signal. Gain the red and dump it. Gain the red and dump it. That's all we need.
Looks like Coach Dave is giving some directions there too.
I know that
specific ones, if I could just read lips, huh?
I know that Justin Bishop is going to be on the ice, number 16 for URI.
Be ready for URI to pull their goalie as well.
1:36 left to go in the third period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. The Stony Brook Seawolves are winning 2-1 against the University of Rhode Island Rams. All right, face-off to the right of Sherman, left of Sherman. And one back by the Seawolves and shot all the way back in by Jason Arrow. And this is Lassick trying to come up and harassed by Jennings. And into the zone comes...
There we go. He's out.
Macalino, and then able to get it all the way in. Stony Brook able to get it out. And this puck is now dumped through the neutral zone. Stony Brook just wants to keep dumping the puck in as deep as they can to prevent the goalie from coming out and make URI skate the distance all the way down. Jason Arrow controls.
1 minute left.
Unable to get it all the way out. We're under a minute to go in the game.
Sherman is looking over to the bench, but not making
trying to
any
get
motion.
out, but Jennings picks the puck up now, and he's just going to dump all the way down.
That's fine with that. That is great.
It's a good play to make right now, and Stony Brook just lining up in the neutral zone there, kind of a trap in a way. And this is URI Macalino coming in,
to the bench.
puts it on as Sherman goes to the bench.
Extra skater.
And the extra skater is on. There's a shot from the point, and it's
Ah,
out of
here
the
we
zone.
go.
Here comes Cassiati. Is he going to make it? And the shot all the way down, just
That's all
wide of
right.
the net.
It's just fine.
And it's got to be,
He was
on the mind of Cassiati there, but you know what? It was a good play. As Stony Brook now just has to defend. And it's
There we go.
in!
And there's the nail in the coffin.
As Casano puts it home and buries the game for the Seawolves. The Seawolves are going to take a victory the first time in 4 games. And they're going to beat URI for the first time as I don't know when. But this is a very, very good victory for the Seawolves.
Coach Augustine is beside himself for some reason. I didn't see what went on down here below.
Yeah, he's not happy about something. He's looking for the referee's attention on him. But it's a 3-1 game right now, and there's 17 seconds left to go, and this one's just about history. So, winding shot from the point and kick to the corner by Housel.
37 save.
Danny Casano with a second of the game. All right. And now URI trying to control it, and it's hoisted out by the Seawolves, and the game is over. Little action at the end of the game here, but the teams are going to skate away because they get to do it again tomorrow. Very, very good game here tonight, Andy.
Excellent.
You know, Lear and I were very well entertained. We love calling games like this because it's 2 quality teams playing at the best of the levels, and you can tell that even though their records are what they are, they're much better than what their records indicate.
Definitely. And it also added to the fuel of the intensity of the game with both teams looking to end their losing streak, too. So I'm sure tomorrow URI is going to be looking for blood.
Coach Augustine is lit. Coach Steen is still going with the linesman and the ref. Oh, now he's shaking hands.
Yeah, he's a consummate professional, but he's not happy about
Something.
obviously some
was a
call that was
lineman.
made or a call that wasn't made. So he's not happy about that. And he wants the official as the referee, the head referee, is speaking to one of the players, letting him know why he made the call he made or didn't make the call, perhaps. But it's the way the game is. It's all how you see the game. Sometimes the coach sees it differently.
It's judgment. It's judgment, and sometimes it'll happen. Luckily it's for URI. They have a chance to bounce back tomorrow, but hopefully.
Right. And again, it is frustrating for the URI coach as well because they're on a losing streak as well.
I think that's what eight in a row for them now.
So it's tough for them. Again, I've been watching Stony Brook play URI for more than 2 years. They haven't beat them yet since I've been watching them. So this is a huge victory.
Definitely, and it's not even just a victory there. It's also a league victory too, with changing of the leagues. Stony Brook's now in URI's league, so definitely a good thing to get that win after losing twice to Delaware. So
absolutely. All right. Well, listen, we're going to do this all again tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, Stony Brook takes on the URI team again. So we're going to sign off for tonight. We'll catch up with all the stats tomorrow night. For Leah Leary, Andy Mignani, Andy Yancone, Anthony, our cameraman, Trevor Mignani, our crack engineer, pro producer, you name it, he does it all. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Have a good night. Thank you.